99.7 K-Red in Aurora, Colorado. We are counting down to the inaugural season of Red Fox football. Aurora University's first year in Division I play. The war for Colorado begins under head coach Sam Mashburn. Are you hyped? Are you pumped up? Are you ready to go? Yes, I'm doing an NCAA 14 series here on the channel, Blackjack here, and just want to go over a little bit and kind of explain a few things in case this just kind of seemed like it came completely out of the blue, because it somewhat kind of did and kind of didn't. This is actually something I debated doing. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to gauge if it was worthwhile doing. I knew that people were asking me to do an NCAA series, more specifically to continue the Wyoming Dynasty or to continue Under the Lights. And I just, when I started the new channel, I said, I'm not going back to it. There's no way that I'm going back to old stuff and kind of having to redig from like 2 years ago to really have to put forth effort into a series that was dead a long time ago. So no Under the Lights, Two Tails, and Wyoming Smashburn isn't coming back. So instead what I did was that I wanted a new direction, a new focus, and what I'm doing is that I'm actually taking a created team from Team Builder, just like I've done in helping Hurricane set up, and go ahead and do my own created school and go ahead and introduce it to you guys. So this is the Aurora Red Foxes. Welcome to the Aurora Red Foxes Dynasty. There will be some backstory as to how Smashburn became the coach here, but that's going to come in the Red versus White game, which I should have up not pretty soon, but fairly soon. This is actually going to get me also back on track with getting content up. This has taken up the past 3 to 4 days, and I know some people have been like, well, all you're doing is you're uploading vaults and everything, and I'm like, there's a purpose to it. Well, first of all, the reason why I'm uploading vaults is because it was requested. A lot of people who are older subscribers remember my old stuff and really wanted to see my old stuff, and as much as I just wanted to keep my old stuff there, with as much as I was being asked about it, I couldn't not ignore it. So I left it there because I didn't want to reopen my old channel. I wanted to keep everything off there, and instead I wanted to kind of put all my focus into here. So I've been re-uploading them and trying my best not to flood your inboxes by just putting it all in one day and spacing it out. It's not a rest on my laurels thing. It's a, this is what people wanted. And then on top of that, I also wanted it to kind of gauge the feel of, man, do people really miss this? Do people really want to see me do another Dynasty again? And that's been the reaction I've gotten as well, is that you really wanted it. So I wanted to do something, do a Dynasty, and then get you guys involved as well. So here's where you guys come in. As some of you may have noticed from the video, there are subscribers who submitted their characters from 2 or 3 years ago, when I canceled the series. Well, not canceled the series, I guess I wasn't on YouTube anymore, who were featured in the video and are actually already with Aurora University. Well, congratulations, you're in. So what about the rest of you who've just recently subscribed and been like, wait a minute, I want to be a part of this. You didn't tell me anything. Well, I'm doing my own version of pretty much Under the Lights here, which is not going to be as I guess it's not going to be I guess voice acted as heavily or have any voice acting at all, really. It's going to be me focused. I'm going to drive the narrative. I'm going to drive everything in it. But I'm going to allow you guys to be a part of it. So down in the comment section below, here's what you need to do if you want to be a part of this. And I'll only be able to take a certain amount at some point, so I'll go through. You'll get a feel for if you're in there or not based on, if you're actually in there. But I'm going to try to take as many as I can and place them in. Here's what I need from you. You go down below. You put in the name of your player. And I'll give you some guidance and steps a little afterwards. But I need the name of the player. I need preferred jersey number, the position of the player, and then after that, I want you to give me the top 3 high schools you'd like to go into. Because what I don't want to happen is I don't want to have people say like, oh, I want to go to this high school, and then there's like everybody going to that particular high school, and then I kind of have to space it out, and then somebody's like, oh, I didn't want to go there or whatever. Give me your top 3. I'm hoping that this kind of evades the problem of dealing with that, and then just based on your top 3, I'll see kind of like where players are, or where people are asking to go, and put them in to where they'd like to go. Also, if you could put in like ideal height and weight, add that in as well. Remember, and if anybody remembers from the old subscriber series when I did this and I asked people for prospects, here's pretty much the lowdown. Don't give me anything that's ridiculously unrealistic. I'm not looking for every wide receiver to be like a 6'4", 215 speed beast. Please try to be as reasonable as possible. I don't mind if your guy is a 6'4" guy, but if everybody's a 6'4" guy, you're going to be very limited in the series. And there's a better chance of me taking more diversity than taking more of the same, if that makes any sense. Character name, try to keep it as realistic as possible. It doesn't have to be like your real name, but like if your name's like, I don't know, Dick Strong, I'm not putting you in. It's try to make it appropriate for the series, because I don't mind if there's some cool nicknames in there. Like for instance, I had one guy who decided his name was going to be Mac McGee, but his nickname is Truck, so his name was Mac Truck McGee, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I can roll with something like that. But like if you're going for like dick jokes and like inappropriate jokes, or like making a clear celebrity reference or something like that, I'm going to end up straying away from those. But yes, go ahead down below, top 3 high schools, name, preferred jersey number, your position, and if you could also maybe give me a small description of like skill set. So if it's a receiver or a if it's a receiver, is he a possession guy? Is he a speed guy? If he's a defensive end, is he power, or does he use more of his finesse? Go ahead and leave that. I'll put more in the description so that you guys have a clear guideline of what you should be putting in there. Outside of that, this is pretty much going to be my NCAA series. So now on the channel you have an NCAA series, a basketball series for NBA 2K, we have a Madden series, and we have our MLB The Show series. I'm happy. I think with those 4 series, I'm going to kind of lay low for now in terms of creating anything new or anything like that. But this is basically going to be the main content of my channel, or all 4 of these series. And now that I have everything in place for them, videos should be coming out a bit more fluidly, and you should see them popping up a little bit more often. We're almost done with all the Vault series. If you have not seen Smash Burn and you have not seen Under the Lights, I would do so before jumping into this, because there's going to be some backstory that you're going to want to know. Also, yeah, because I guess I haven't said this yet, the Under the Light characters are going to be in this series as well. So DJ Hawkins, DeAndre Britton, Cyrus Flynn, all the guys from there whose names are just completely slipping me right now. They're also going to be a part of this. They're all going to be redshirt freshmen going into this year, because that's what they would have been in 2016. And I guess tracking their progress is going to be a little weird in terms of but they'll at least exist in the universe, and have their stories kind of continued on. And whenever I run into them, I'll give them a little backstory as well. For those who have seen the Wyoming Dynasty and know that there has not been a bowl game played yet, I still have the footage for it. So there will be an episode that focuses on the bowl game and tells what happened and gives the whole 9 yards of it. But what's going to happen is that it's actually going to be told during the red versus white game as a little bit of backstory to Mashburn, what happened during that game, and kind of what happened to lead him here at Aurora University. So all that's coming up. So yes, there will at least be a finale to the season. I know that I kind of left you guys on a cliffhanger of that. That may be the only bit of continuation I'm doing for a series, but even then, it's still a part of the new series that I'm doing. We should be back on schedule tomorrow. I think, well, I was working on Sportscraft, so I might actually do that tomorrow. So we're looking at a Sportscraft for tomorrow, and then NBA 2K for the day afterwards. I already have that uploaded. Sorry, not uploaded. I already have that done. So December 2016 is going to be the next thing. I'm happy. It's like the months are starting to roll along. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, or something else that you want to see from me, or anything like that. Oh, I know that there's been some questions about the 2K and not being able to see my stuff. There's gonna be a separate video for that so that you guys can, know where to find it. But if you got any questions about the series, if you guys are hyped up, let me know in the comment section below. Remember, #RunWild. Start spreading it like crazy, because this series is gonna be fucking awesome, and you guys are gonna be a big part of it. So this is my big thank you to all of you who have come on board. Thank you for 3,000, and I want to pretty much do this for you guys. So enjoy.